Hi, friends. It's Queen Alita. I just want to say welcome to a new week. I'm laughing because I just thought of the jingle that I used to do. Um, but yeah, welcome to a new week. I have a message to share for you guys that is based on two dreams, really. A dream that I had a couple of weeks ago and one that I had this morning. So I want to welcome you back to the channel, and I want to welcome anybody who's new to the channel. If you are new, welcome. And I just want to put this disclaimer out there, especially for anybody who is new here. It's very important to note that not every prophetic message that I share here is meant for you. It's important that you have a relationship with the Lord and that you're able to hear from Him for yourself. Just because you clicked on the video, it does not mean that this message is definitely for you. So please ask God to confirm it for you, especially if He hasn't been speaking to you about what I'm about to share. And I know that for some of you, He has been speaking to you about what I'm about to share. So this message will be confirmation. But if you have any questions and you need more strategy, or you need more clarity as well, please take it back to Him. Your relationship with Him is the most important. Okay. So like I said, I had the dreams recently, one this morning and one a couple of weeks ago. So what the Lord was showing me through these dreams is that there is a very specific strategy that the enemy is trying to use against you in this time. So I'm just going to grab my notes. This is going to be a short video today. So it says here there's a specific strategy the Lord is giving you. Okay, that's how I should have started. There's a specific strategy that the Lord is giving you regarding some kind of setback that you've noticed in your life recently. There's an area of your life which is very important to you. The enemy is trying to attack an area that hampers with your ability to obey God, to follow God, to be guided by Him. It's almost like there's some kind of blockage that He's putting in your ability to be able to flow in step with the Lord. So the Lord wants you to come to Him, to spend some time with Him, to get the strategy. There's a strategy, a very specific strategy that He has for you, and it is going to be very specific to you so that you can overcome this particular attack, because this attack is designed to derail you. It's designed to interfere with your ability to stay in tune with God. The enemy wants you to lose direction. He wants you to not have clarity about the way forward, or even just insight into what you should be aware of. It's almost like the enemy wants to prevent you from understanding the attacks that he's sending your way as well. So for some of you, it may have to do with your prophetic gift that the Lord has given you, even just in your relationship with the Lord, just the way that you hear from God. For some of you, it's your dreams, like the enemy is attacking your dreams. Now, for example, let me put it this way, because I don't want it to seem like the enemy can like stop God from giving you dreams. He cannot. But some of you have been dreaming every day or however often you dream, but you're not remembering your dreams. And something doesn't feel right about that. You've been dreaming because you wake up, with that sensing that you know that you had a dream, but it just isn't staying put in your mind. But it's not like, we all have seasons where we're not able to dream, where we're not really remembering our dreams properly, and we kind of go with the flow, and the Lord restores that ability to remember our dreams. But there's something off about this time. It's like there's some kind of curse or blockage that the enemy is trying to put there. And obviously he cannot stop God from giving you dreams, but he may have found some kind of little crack or space to get in and try and attack you in this way. So the Lord wants to give you a specific strategy on how to overcome that. I get a sense that fasting is going to be key in terms of the strategy, but there are other things that he's going to share with you. So really the prophetic message today is to go before the Lord and ask him for that strategy, if this word is for you, if this has been happening to you. Now, the part of scripture that the Lord led me to is in Daniel chapter 10, and I'm going to read from verse 2 to 14. It says here, when this vision came to me, sorry guys, Daniel, had been in mourning for 3 whole weeks. All that time, I had eaten no rich food, no meat or wine crossed my lips, and I used no fragrant lotions until those 3 weeks had passed. So he was fasting in a sense. On April 23rd, as I was standing on the bank of the great Tigris River, I looked up and saw a man dressed in linen clothing with a belt of pure gold around his waist. His body looked like a precious gem. His face flashed like lightning, and his eyes flamed like torches. His arms and feet shone like polished bronze, and his voice roared like a vast multitude of people. Only I, Daniel, saw this vision. The men with me saw nothing, but they were suddenly terrified and ran away to hide. So I was left there all alone to see this amazing vision. My strength left me, my face grew deathly pale, and I felt very weak. Then I heard the man speak, and when I heard the sound of his voice, I fainted and lay there with my face to the ground. Just then, a hand touched me and lifted me, still trembling, to my hands and knees. And the man said to me, Daniel, you are very precious to God, so listen carefully to what I have to say to you. Stand up, for I have been sent to you. When he said this to me, I stood up, still trembling. Then he said, Don't be afraid, Daniel. Since the first day you began to pray for understanding and to humble yourself before your God, your request has been heard in heaven. I have come in answer to your prayer. But for 21 days, the spirit prince of the kingdom of Persia blocked my way. Then Michael, one of the archangels, came to help me, and I left him there with the spirit prince of the kingdom of Persia. So, just to track back a little bit here, when the angel said to him, Don't be afraid, Daniel, since the first day you began to pray for understanding and to humble yourself before your God, your request has been heard in heaven. So, the Lord needs you to come before him to seek understanding for what's going on. What is this blockage about? Or at least how to overcome the blockage, because we understand that the blockage is about hindering you from getting direction from the Lord, from getting intel on the attacks of the enemy from the Lord. So the Lord needs you to come before him to gain understanding and to humble yourself before the Lord, just like Daniel did when God had given him a vision. God had given that's how chapter 10 starts. He had been given a vision. He understood that the vision was let me read this properly. He understood that the vision concerned events certain to happen in the future, times of war and great hardships. That was verse 1. So you know that there are things that the Lord wants to share with you. He needs to speak to you, and you're getting the dreams, you're getting the messages. It's not only dreams, by the way. Sorry, I don't want to just dwell on that. But in whatever way the Lord normally, ministers to you, gives you, prophetic messages personally to you, there's certain things that the Lord wants to share with you, and on his side he's doing it, but there is a principality, there's something that is trying to block. And I wasn't sure about this message until I had the dream this morning. So that was confirmation, and I knew that the Lord wanted me to come here and share this message. So if that is you, the Lord needs you to come before him and get the strategy. Like I said, I do sense that fasting will be involved, but how long, that you'll have to ask the Lord, and what else you need to do, because I believe there are more things that you need to do, maybe particular scriptures that you need to pray over yourself. Maybe some of you need to anoint your selves with oil just on your head, because the attack is on your mind. It's on you being able to receive what God is saying to you. So really seek God on how he's directing you in terms of this particular attack. But otherwise, that is the message for today. I really pray that it's blessed whoever it is for, and I will see you in the next video. Always remember that God is a good Father. He loves you so much because you, my friends, are so deeply special to him.